Dangerfield. All right there, I don't know if you remember, but about maybe a year and a half ago, I made a video about Andrew Lawrence. Oh, hang on, that's a terrible start. His name's Andrew Doyle. Andrew Lawrence is actually pretty based. I meant Andrew Doyle, all right? Just go with it. It's the comedian. He's written for Jonathan Pye, probably most well known. I think he does those sort of centrist news shows, and he done that Titania McGrath character, sort of the sort of parody of a Twitter wokist. And I said on the video, the thing is, Andrew Doyle, is that his name? Is that what I said? He's not. He doesn't feature too much in my life, this fella. I said that he's politically not that far away from Titania McGrath. These people aren't radicals. These people aren't dissidents. These people essentially defend the platform, the sort of substructure that has got us where we are today. That's how basic. And they do it for the money. That this is where you get the hits. Talk about this. Oh, it's controversial. But it's not that controversial. And someone sent me this clip because obviously I cannot stomach Kissin's endless, smug approach to life. It's quite funny watching his dog, Francis, sit there going... But, I can't take too much of that. But watch this. So they're a couple of minutes into a debate. Neil deGrasse Tyson's lost his mind and is just trying to, maintain his cultural position by being woke, because he knows that's where we are, certainly where we're going to continue to go, and that's where that's the hill he's going to survive on, weirdly. But just watch this. This exposes it all in a nutshell. All right, here we go.
Your sex, because females are at a disadvantage in physical competition to males in almost every sport. In other words, we carve out certain areas where your sex matters tremendously, even though we may respect your right everywhere else to believe that you are whatever you are, to dress however you are, etc. So your claim that today you woke up and put lipstick on and grew your hair out long and tweezed out your moustache and whatever, and therefore you are female, has an impact on other people in certain contexts. And
I agree with him. I think if you're going to let men in women's sports, then women's sports finishes for obvious reasons that we don't need to go into here. So you can see kind of where they are in this debate. Continue watching. Sorry to impose this upon you, but it exposes itself, as it always does.
Which that is a problem.
You gave only two contexts. Do you have others?
Sorry, I wasn't finished. And in those contexts, it is essential, people would argue, to protect women from unfair competition and from various risks for which female-only spaces already exist. That's why people are having this conversation. Okay. It's not out of bigotry.
Do you have more than those two examples? And I'll address each of those in turn. But do you have more than those two? Probably not. Okay. So let me address those two examples directly. I'll address them.
Sports is very important.
You said that.
Sports is very important. It's an amazing comment, but that's not where we're going. Check it.
Female-only spaces.
I remembered. So, yeah. But you don't seem to have a third example. So, and even if you do, we presume that would be a very distant third compared to those two cases. Right.
No, there's a third one I can give you very easily. In this country, for politics, we have female-only shortlists for positions in Parliament. Therefore,
I didn't know about that. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, that's another example. I can give you more. So, female-only shortlists. There are certain targets within corporations for diversity targets.
And there you have it in a nutshell. That's what Konstantin Kissin's fighting for. He's fighting for diversity targets. He's fighting for women-only shortlists in politics, which, that's a great idea. And that is this whole grift in a nutshell. They don't give a shit about actual change. They don't give a shit about the profound differences that are occurring in our society that are creating an authoritarian catastrophe. No, he's outright supporting diversity targets and women-only shortlists. That's the dissident level. It's not fair to say these two pricks because the other one doesn't say anything. He barks occasionally. But, and there you go. It's just embarrassing. And that's why he's everywhere. That's why you see, I mean, again, he's got his dog there. But that's why him and his dog, one man and his dog, are everywhere. Because they're not dangerous. They don't say anything of any value to any dissident thinking. It's milk toast and it's just a grift. Ta-da!
Sweet, sweet, mama, sweet, sweet, mama, sweet, sweet.